He restores what you thought was finished. God's restoration. God leading us back into his path. Micah 7, 8, and 9 says, Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be my light. Be a light unto me. He will bring me forth to light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Restoration begins in the fall. Micah doesn't say if I fall. He says when I fall. Here it doesn't give a third person pronoun, but a first perspective pronoun. Saying I. If it's like you fall, or that I fall, and then me fall. Everyone falls and everyone stumbles. Everyone experiences setbacks. Everyone faces dark moments. But falling is not final for the child of God. Micah declares, When I fall, I shall rise again. I shall rise. When I fall, I shall rise. When me fall, when I fall. It's pointing to our individual self. It's pointing to our first person point of view perspective pronoun of I, me. If I fall. Restoration is God's answer to your collapse. Grace is God's answer to your weakness. Righteousness is God's answer to your failure. When you fall, God prepares the rising. When you break, God prepares the healing. When you lose your way, God prepares the path. Micah says, When I sit in darkness. Darkness represents confusion, grief, sin, uncertainty, spiritual numbness, hopelessness, seasons. But Micah doesn't end there. The Lord shall be a light unto me. God doesn't want for you to find the light. He becomes your light. Who's God? Yahweh. He becomes your light. Even if you lost direction, God has not lost you. Even when you can't see him, he sees you. Darkness can hide you from people, but it cannot hide you from God. Verse 9 said, He will bring me forth to the light. You don't get out of darkness on your own. You don't heal yourself. You don't restore yourself. You don't make yourself righteous. God brings you forward. He pulls you out. He lifts you up. He walks you forward. He restores what was broke or what was lost and broken. Restoration is not self-help. Restoration is divine help. Micah says, I shall behold his righteousness. God doesn't restore you so you can return to your old path, to the old path. He restores you so you can walk in his path. Restoration changes the direction. Restoration changes the desire. Restoration changes the decisions. His righteousness becomes your compassion, your compass, your standard, your pursuit, your lifestyle. You don't just see his righteousness, you walk into it. Micah begins saying, Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. The enemy rejoices when you fall, but the enemy rejoices too soon because you fall. Your fall is only a setup for your rising. When God restores you, your enemy is silent. Your accuser is defeated. Your shame is lifted. Your testimony grows. Your faith becomes stronger. The enemy rejoiced at your fall, but he didn't know God planned your rise. God has planned it. Your rise. Micah admits, I will bear the indignation of the Lord. This means I accept his correction. I submit to his hand. I follow his leading. I trust his timing. Restoration is not always instant. Sometimes it is a walk with God, but whether slow or sudden, whether instant or progressive, restoration is guaranteed for the surrender. Micah 7 teaches us, you can fall, but you will rise. You can sit in darkness, but God becomes our light. Yahweh becomes our light. You can be broken, but God will restore. You can lose your way, but God will lead you back. You can stumble, but he will bring you into righteousness. Restoration is not just recovery. It's God bringing you into the life he intended, according to how Micah 7 declares.